the Charlie Kirk thing when it happened. Was that Thursday?
I don't know, but it was truly traumatic.
But for you, where I was going, I'm glad we didn't have a podcast on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was so upset.
I know.
I didn't post on social media. I really didn't talk to anybody. The only person I talked to was Rogan.
Yeah.
I shot him a text. It scared me because
I think it was Wednesday. I think
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Yeah.
And when I went into the mothership,
it scared me because, like, I would say Rogan is a bigger name than Charlie Kirk, and you and I know Rogan isn't far right. But if you're
that guy,
that guy or gal or they, them, where the fuck you're doing with your life, and you think you're reading whatever fucking Reddit, whatever, Twitter, whatever it is. And you can be convinced that Rogan's this extremist.
Yes.
Then, and there's people out there that, are fucking, they don't do any research, and you get compromised. Like, that could be one of our close friends. That could be you. It could be, so it's like,
I thought about it a lot.
It's so scary.
I called him immediately. I went into the mothership on Wednesday, and Ron White, Tony Hinchcliffe, Tim Dillon was there, Joe Rogan, and we were all in the room. And it was a funeral. It was so heavy, and it was so shocking.
I couldn't sleep Wednesday.
This was a man who what he did was take his ideas and pit them against all comers. He debated in good faith. All Charlie Kirk was guilty of was expressing his point of view, his philosophy that he earned through careful reading, through careful discussion, through taking his ideas, pitting them against opposing ideas. And that is all he ever did. And when you have somebody, and I'm gonna tell you what I really object to. When you have somebody on the news like that, I think his name is Stroud, that piece of shit from, I think, CNN, saying that he's practiced hate speech.
Oh, wow.
When you hear people talk about hate speech, guys, remember that the next thing coming out of their mouth is laws. Because when you talk about hate speech, what they really want to do is pass laws like they did in Canada and other places in this world where you can't speak or you go to jail or you get literally arrested like they do in the UK, 12,000 arrests. So I just want to say that, people want to find who to blame. Obviously, this kid, there was something wrong with him. Obviously, this kid's evil, whatever you want to call him. He came from, his dad was a cop, I believe.
Sheriff, yeah.
I mean, this kid came from a conservative, good family. He went to college, something happened. Maybe he lost his mind, whatever it is. But it is significant to me that it said, catch this fascist. And there's something called stochastic terrorism. Do you know what that is? Stochastic terrorism is the idea that you keep catastrophizing the other side as truly evil. So when Joe Biden says that Donald Trump threatens the very foundations of our republic,
and he's Hitler.
When everyone who from Kamala Harris to Tim Walz, these pieces of shit, keep calling Trump a fascist, keep calling all the people that Hitler, a fascist, a Nazi, when they keep doing this, they know what they're doing. What they're trying to do is get Donald Trump and other people killed. That is what Tim Walz is doing. That is what Kamala Harris is doing. That is what Joe Biden was doing. I really believe that now. And I'm done compromising. Now, having said all that, guys, what's really important is we who oppose this, who believe in free speech, who believe in people being allowed to express their ideas, we have to hold ourselves to the highest standard. And I want to just say this. We haven't always. When Trayvon Martin was killed by Zimmerman, that piece of shit, that rent-a-cop, remember, bring up Trayvon Martin. I want to just show you something. This is important because we have to call our side, whatever you want to call it. This is a 17-year-old kid he did nothing wrong. And that fucking guy right there, Zimmerman, okay? That dude who thought he was a cop shot him, okay? And what happened after that, guys, is that his gun went for $250,000 and he went to gun shows and he was signing autographs. So if you were black or you were that kid's family, how would you feel? So we have to hold ourselves to a very high standard, and we have to treat all people who die unjustly, if they're black, whoever they are, with the same, with the same standard and the same revulsion and the same condemnation. You understand? That's really important. Otherwise we lose the moral high ground. You have to stay on the moral high ground, man. And you got to stay George Zimmerman, signing autographs at a gun show. Look at that shit. Killed an innocent 17-year-old. Fuck him and fuck all you guys trying to get an autograph. That is not who should represent the side that was on Charlie Kirk, the side that is on the side of truth and all that. You can understand how black people, how his parents feel when they see that, okay? They go, hold on, there's some hypocrisy here. We don't want to be hypocritical. It's so important. So, you know, the way you win this is you take far left people, and you know who else I want to fucking talk about? The professors in these universities that are celebrating this shit and poisoning these kids. How about those people? And the way you deal with them, man, is as people who believe in America and tradition, you basically segregate them out of society. That's what I would do.
Fire them.
You don't get a job anywhere, motherfucker.
No, fire them.
You're celebrating of the death of a father in front of his children. You don't get a job.
But
and you're teaching these kids, fuck you too.
These lunatics that think by taking out Charlie Kirk, that's going to like stop the movement.
Oh,
my
what?
God.
Hey, bro.
I'm
going to church now.
You've created 10,000 more Charlie Kirks. It just makes it worse, you fucking moron.
You've taken a guy like me. I'm pretty moderate, dude. You know, my joke is if I went to a protest, my sign would say, it's complicated. You know, I'm not the guy, you know me. I'm always I'm Switzerland.
Yep.
Always trying to see both sides. I'm no longer interested in talking to these fucking people with their septums pierced in their purple hair.
No, I think after this, it's gone from left and right and good versus evil.
I would agree.
I feel about it.
I really agree. It's good versus evil, but we have to hold ourselves to the highest standard.
But it's good versus evil. And I think the whole notion of, mental illness and he just needs more resources, fuck off.
Yeah.
It's good and evil.
Yeah.
That's what it is now.
Yeah. But also we have to hold the people that the elite power structure that has been practicing stochastic terrorism, Tim Walz, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, the academics who are categorizing this, Donald Trump as a fascist, as a Nazi, those are the people that knew what they were doing, in my opinion. That's their inadvertent way of ordering a hit.
How do you hold their feet to the fire? There's nothing.
You don't vote for them. You segregate them. You turn your back on them. You don't give them jobs.
The left's not going to do that. The right's already done that.
I think you're going to see. I hope you see.
I don't think so. Not
people
from the
who
left.
come over. No, the left is. They're lost though.
Yeah.
They're lost. They're also bankrupt shitheads. You ever see most of these people?
Oh yeah.
You see what they look like physically, even.
Yeah.
So sorry, man. That's all I'm going to say about it. But
yeah, all of it's sad.
It broke my heart.
Yeah, he had fucking kids, and
there's no Magic Mind Max. I guess I'll have the Magic
write some
Mind
down
free.
there, buddy.
Huh?
Oh, it's right there. Max is right there.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna do it
Let
free.
me take a piss.
All right. Come on.
I'll tell you what's interesting too is you'll see. So now the Charlie Kirk movement, there's been petitions now where. What he did on campus, having those open debates, which is what we need. That's how you figure things out. Now they have over 75,000 offers to expand that and keep doing it. You're not going to.
They have 75,000 offers for what?
To go on college campuses and like keep doing the breaking points, the turning points. You're not going to replace Charlie Kirk.
No,
you're just not. And that's the bummer.
Yeah,
you're not going to be able
prodigy.
Yeah, wicked smart, guys like Ben Shapiro, like, I'll take over. It's like, and Ben's smart, but he's not Charlie Kirk.
He's not
and that's what you're going to lose.
He's not charismatic.
That's what you're going to lose.
Charlie Kirk was 6'5" and like just different charisma. But let me ask you this, like, to me, as I watch him, he burns so bright. And at 31, in many ways, he said everything that you need to know. He laid it down.
Well, that's the advantage of being in 2025 is
it lives on.
It lives on, because it's not like when Malcolm X got shot. Like there was footage of him and stuff like that, or Martin Luther King. There's footage, right? And I'm not saying he's like those guys. You don't have all the
speeches at your fingertips.
But you don't have all the access. Like I was a Charlie Kirk member. I listened to all this shit. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of hours to educate you on what he believed in, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right. And he's become, I think that in a way, if Charlie Kirk, I wish to God he was still alive, of course, and especially for his children, his wife. But I think if he had become, at the age of 40, he would have definitely run for president or something. But I think a great deal of what this is he did so much. And part of what drives his legacy is being killed so tragically at 31.
Unfortunately. But also the reason why they took him out is you got to realize he was the most influential person on the right with the young demo.